必须要达到人数。好，蛮好。
你这个比例一下。
不要等会儿。Okay, now first of all, so we show a video about my topic. Okay, now let's start. Today we are talking about how one's taxes bills could be made impossible for the males to get abortions. Okay, before we start, we see a videos now. We know many things about today's situation. As abortions is very body influence, and the males want to get abortions because of no condom. The government is building a laws abandoning things to ban this kind of things. Today's Texas bills could be impossible for males to get abortions, but before these laws come out, people should know many things about how to get the legal abortion and how to and about the risk of the get abortion. Okay, today's the special possibles about this topic is want to inform the people's know the risk of the abortions and it makes more and more people to support the government build this law. First of all, we see some information about I search on other newspaper or news on internet. The first information shows each of years over 50 million women will expect the primaries and on their goals include about 2 minutes unsafety abortions take place every year. It means maybe every day we'll have the 55,000 people will get aborted each day, and abortions that makes more than 80,000 women dead. The abortions in young girls range from 1 to the 4.5 million each year in developed countries. Actually, in Americans like this kind of the developed countries, about 1.6 million abortions happened in 2011 and 1.31 million in 2000 and 1.36 in 1993. During the from the 1973 to the 2011, there are about 53 million women getting the illegal abortion. Next, we will talk about what kind of people will get abortions. As the information shows in 2011, there are about 80% women will get the abortions is women peoples, and the 20% abortions is unmarried women who are lived with his partner. On average, peoples will choose the get abortions will have three reasons. Also, the most of people said that the baby will effectively walk because if they all have babies, they can't walk. They must look after their babies at home. Um, the second reason, some people said maybe if they have the babies, they will can't afford to have a child because if they have a child, they will must pay they also need to pay the rent fees and the other fees to look after the child. And a few other people said they don't want to be a single parent or there are some problems with their husband or partner. Okay. Um. Now we will talk about this topic. We have the two um point. The first point is the get abortions is dangerous since accrued most of people do not know the risk of the abortions. There are two kind of the ways to get the abortions. No matter which ways, it's also is helpful for women's healthy. Uh, States there are the two ways to get abortions. The first of the ones is the medicine abortions. Today, most of people will choose the medicine because it's very easy and cheap. During the informations in 2011, 49% of the abortions approves or the 123 fractions approves one or more strips of the abortions. It means it's very many kind of the medicine and it's very cheap. It also uh, and the second point is the how to ban the get the abortions. How to get the abortions about the problems most of people will said the government should be get the laws and actually there are 55 million women to get the illegal abortions. It means the government will have hard to control. So the government should be people know the risk of the abortions and let people know it will be harmful their healthy. Mm, mm, in conclusion, about the conclusion about this topic, I also have shows information is from the U.S. Congress. Maybe the Congress says the freedoms the medicals want to pay to the abortions, except when their women's lives will be endangered by foreign kings, or in case for no in case people have to realize the risk of their abortions. Um, in short, we have the reason to look out the truth as they are only the abortion service. In abortions as we take care of the place, the depend of the high degrees and the effect of safety from the medicines abortions reported to so far. The perhaps the most of the importance and the job from these interviews. Uh, Therefore, there is no spills technologies and the brains of in the United States. The problems is both the large outcomes from the politicals and climates in the issues. Okay, thank you.
Ah.